Val Chmerkovskiy calls his son Rome the greatest gift of his life, and when you hear him talk about fatherhood, you know those words aren't just for headlines. They come from a place of deep love, gratitude, and transformation. For fans who have followed Val for years, from his rise on Dancing with the Stars to his fairy tale romance with fellow pro Jenna Johnson, this moment in his life feels different. It feels like a new beginning, one that redefines who Val is, not just as a dancer, but as a man, a husband, and now as a father. Rome Valentin Chmerkovskiy was born on January 10, 2023. From the very start, Val described holding his baby boy as a life-altering experience. The world-famous dancer who had traveled across continents, performed in front of millions, and held championship trophies in his hands suddenly realized that nothing compared to cradling his newborn son. He has said over and over again that this was the role he had been waiting his whole life to play. And Rome's arrival was the culmination of a love story that fans have adored from the start. Val and Jenna met through Dancing with the Stars, their chemistry undeniable both on and off the floor. Their romance bloomed into a marriage in 2019 when they tied the knot in Rancho Palos Verdes, California, in a stunning oceanfront ceremony filled with family, friends, and fellow dancers. Fans at the time celebrated their union as a match made in ballroom heaven. And when the couple announced they were expecting in 2022, excitement soared. People couldn't wait to see this next chapter unfold. Fast forward to today, and Rome isn't just the baby of two dancers. At 2 years old, he's already developing a personality that shines as brightly as his parents. Val gushes about how much his little boy loves to dance. Not surprising, considering his lineage. He mimics his parents' moves, twirls with joy, and even insists on watching videos of them dancing on repeat. He's a performer, Val has proudly declared. Imagine that, a toddler already commanding the room, already showing the spark that could very well carry on the Chmerkovskiy dance legacy. But beyond the adorable twirls and tiny dance steps, Rome is also impressing his parents in other ways. He can count to 10, he swims, he even tries his hand at toddler-level gymnastics. Every new milestone feels like another reminder to Val and Jenna of how precious these years are, fleeting, chaotic, but utterly magical. And yet, while the Instagram-worthy moments are breathtaking, Val has been refreshingly honest about the realities behind the scenes. Parenting isn't easy, even when you're celebrities with careers that revolve around performance and travel. For Val and Jenna, intimacy sometimes takes a back seat. Val admitted candidly that finding time for connection is often hit or miss. But what makes them strong, he insists, is communication. They check in constantly. He reminds Jenna that he misses her, that she's still his partner in every sense, not just the mother of his child. It's a level of honesty and vulnerability that fans rarely see from celebrities, and it makes their story even more relatable. Of course, public parenting comes with scrutiny. In mid-2025, Jenna faced harsh online criticism when trolls commented on Rome still using a bottle. She clapped back firmly, defending her son and refusing to let internet judgment dictate her parenting choices. That moment revealed something powerful. For all the glamour and spotlight, at the end of the day, Val and Jenna are parents like anyone else, fiercely protective, quick to defend, and unwilling to let strangers dictate how they raise their child. But fatherhood for Val isn't just about the here and now. It's deeply rooted in his own story, in the legacy of the Chmerkovskiy family. Born in Odessa, Ukraine, Val immigrated to the United States with his family when he was young. His parents worked tirelessly to give their children opportunities, and both Val and his brother Maxim grew into world-renowned dancers. That immigrant story, that sense of sacrifice and resilience, has shaped who Val is today. And now, as a father, he wants Rome to grow up not only surrounded by love and opportunity, but also with an appreciation for where he comes from. Val has spoken about how important it is to integrate Rome into their lives instead of putting everything on pause for him. He's not hidden away at home while his parents travel. He's right there with them, experiencing the world. By the age of 19 months, Rome had already been on more than 25 flights. Family vacations, like their first official getaway to Turks and Caicos, were described by Val as perfect. He wants his son to see the world, to experience culture, and to learn through life itself.
And that's something fans can't help but admire. Because while so many celebrities keep their children out of the spotlight entirely, Val and Jenna have found a balance. They share glimpses. The adorable videos of Rome learning to say his name, the heartwarming clips of him clapping along to the music, but they also guard his privacy and stand up against unnecessary criticism. It's a modern parenting style, and it resonates with fans who understand that raising children in today's digital age is more complicated than ever. What makes this chapter of Val's life so engaging is the way he embraces it wholeheartedly. He doesn't just love being a father, he seems to revel in it. He talks about Rome with an intensity that mirrors the way he talks about Danks, full of passion, devotion, and pride. In fact, many fans have noticed that fatherhood has softened Val in some ways. The fiery competitor we once saw on Dancing with the Stars now shows a tender side that has only made audiences love him more. But don't think for a moment that Val has lost his edge. On the dance floor, he remains as sharp and talented as ever. In fact, many believe fatherhood has only fueled his artistry. With every performance, you sense that he dances not just for himself, not just for the audience, but for his son. He wants Rome to see what dedication looks like, what passion looks like, and what it means to pour yourself into something you love. And so, here we are, watching one of the most beloved pros in Dancing with the Stars history step into his most meaningful role yet. Not as a champion, not as a celebrity, but as a dad. His words echo in every interview, every Instagram post, every heartfelt confession. Rome is the greatest gift. Fans see it. Fellow dancers see it. Jenna sees it every day. And maybe, just maybe, one day Rome will see it too, not just in the words his father speaks, but in the life he's building around him. So while the lights of the ballroom still shine, while the cameras still roll, and while Val continues to dazzle on stage, the brightest spotlight of all is the one that follows him home. The one that shines on a little boy named Rome. Because for Val Chmerkovskiy, every trophy, every accolade, every career milestone pales in comparison to hearing his son laugh, watching him dance, and holding him close. Rome isn't just his child. He is his purpose, his joy, his heart, his greatest gift. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.